what the fuck? Oh, look, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, listen, y'all don't know. I have been at it is ridiculous. This internet, it kept attaching, then disconnecting, kept attaching, then disconnecting. But they had the darn audacity to send me a damn bill. Baby, you better get your service right. See, I'm home now. You better get your service right because I ain't gonna keep playing games with you, boo. Okay, Comcast, Xfinity, or whatever you want to call yourself, bull crapper. Because this internet bullshit is ridiculous, and it's monopolized. It's monetized, and every damn thing else you can call it. It's all of that. It's manipulative, deceptive, and everything else. I ain't even using data. I mean, I ain't even using the internet. I'm using my data, my hotspot, because I don't know what the hell they're doing. And every 3 days, I keep getting a message on my phone, but you're gonna send me a big baby. You better stop playing with me. You they gonna send me a bill talking about some 80 something dollars. You better stop playing with me. Watch you get it. I'm about to change because I'm so sick of them. I am sick of Xfinity. I've had enough. I have had enough. They can come get their box. They can come get their wire. They come get everything. I go outside, baby, take the wire off my house. I don't even want no remnants of you. Okay. This bullshit is ridiculous. I've had enough of Xfinity. I really have. Now that we got that out the way. But honestly, I have had enough of them. But now that we do have that out the way, everybody today, thank you for waiting around and sticking around with me. Hit the thumbs up for me, please. Let me tell you, Andrea will be on soon. And I was like, I know I ain't gonna have to go through this on my phone. But woo, it's almost in. Y'all, hold on. I'm doing something here. I'm doing something right now. And I'm gonna leave it just like that. I was cooking, but I forgot to turn that flame down. I'm not cooking, I'm boiling some tea. So today is Friday. Today is September the 6th. I gotta tell y'all one thing. Okay, you ready for this? I don't know what's been going on lately, but um so here's what I'm gonna say. We got to focus and get and meditate and pray over these children. Yeah, these kids are totally, they're totally gone. I don't understand what's going on with. I don't understand it. I don't know if it's something in the air. Uh, was it in the hit? I don't know. I don't know what the hell. They had a hit. Was it in the hit? Is it in the air? Or what? Frugal! I'm so glad to be back. I'm gonna be back with you. You got Verizon, Tracy? Hands down, baby. You didn't close the door on Comcast for me. Thank you very much. Hands down, Tracy. Hands down, baby. Look, I am getting ready to get Verizon because I am so glad you have it. How long have you had Verizon, Tracy? I am so curious. This is Verizon. That's why I'm finna get the hell rid of Comcast. They can kiss my butt. Comcast can kiss my butt, suck my big toe, and eat the skin off of a dead dog's leg. A hell of a thing to do, ain't it? Look, 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 look. Oh, stop playing. For no, do you have Verizon internet? It ain't been around for 40 years, not the internet. They phone have. I'm trying to figure out, do you have Verizon internet? I got Verizon on my phone. This is Verizon. My phone is Verizon. And so and so my phone is Verizon, and so I have a wonderful my hotspot is phenomenal. It really is. But hold on, let me tell y'all about the hotspot. So when you in an area and my phone, you know how you connect your phone to your Wi-Fi in your house and all that, right? So when you in your home and you connect your Wi-Fi to your house and you on Comcast or Xfinity, AT&T, um, what's the other one? It's another one. It's a couple of other Wi-Fis. I ain't talking about just I ain't talking about for television cable. I'm just talking about internet. So you got AT&T has an internet, you have Comcast is in there. So here, that right there is a monopoly. Xfinity is a monopoly here because that's the only damn thing that comes in this area. And I tried to find the other one. Uh, you do have the girl, you could not have had the internet for no 40 years, though. They just came out with the internet. Like 3 years ago. I keep looking at this plant flying in my yard. It look like somebody walking through. I'm like, "Who walking through my yard?" But if you had 40 years, oh, 40 years the phone. I know, right? Yeah, because you ain't had the internet no 40 years. But how is their internet without your phone or hotspot? Good morning, Blue Lady. Good morning. We getting ready to have some meditation going on this morning. Yes, we are. Um, And I'm ready for it because I got up early this morning. I meditate. Well, y'all know I meditate anyway. In the mornings. Yep. And so I did my meditation, my workout. Y'all know I do a lot of workouts. Mr. and Mrs. Muscle on YouTube. Love their workouts because women can do it at any age. Yeah, bang. But you got to watch the video before you start engaging in it. Don't be like I did like 10 years ago, where I would turn on the video, never watch the video, don't know what the moves are. I just turn on the video. But see, 10 years ago, my body did a lot more things than my body doing right now. But I'm trying to get it back to doing what it was doing 10 years ago. Okay. So 10 years ago, I turned on my YouTube, on my TV, click, click, my big thing, click, click. And then I went on exercises. And Mr. and Mrs. Muscle, I clicked on one of it. It was for abs and stuff, right? Well, I didn't know what all she was gonna be doing. Got into the groove of it. Baby, she got a couple of exercises in. She get a couple of things. I was like, baby girl, I ain't ready for this. Look, I ain't ready for this. uh, oh God. What? Wait, Karen said what? Wait a minute. Y'all done got past me. I'm still talking about this internet. Look, Karen said, great news to share. My mom completed her chemo and radiation, and she is praise God. That y'all know I cry like right. Whew, won't he will? Won't he will? Won't God do it? Mm. I tell you, get all praises to the Most High. That's a blessing, Karen. Wow, I got water in my eyes for tears of joy. Wait, man, that is so cool. Wow. I cried for joy. I cried for sadness. The bird just lost one feather. But the squirrel, But the squirrel's tail has been chopped off. He still running up down the sidewalk, eating nuts and hiding nuts in your yard and everything. But I'm feeling sorry for the squirrel. The squirrel doing his thing. He all on the fence riding. Squirrel doing it. The squirrel done got up on the garage. I like, look, I'm gonna throw a couple of nuts up here just to see if you gonna get up on the garage. He got up on the garage. I'm feeling sorry for the squirrel because the squirrel ain't got nothing but a half a tail. And I ain't seen my squirrel in a while. I ain't seen him in a while, so I gotta start laying me some more nuts out on the porch. I put a couple of what's the little round nuts? I put them hazelnuts. I put a couple of I go get hazelnuts when they look. You know how you can go buy, well, Cermak grocery. Let me tell you, Cermak is the one you need to go to, and the one you really need to go to is on Diversey and Pulaski. Baby, that grocery store got every root. Listen. Now, y'all know a lot of these stores were forced. I'll put it this way. They were told to take a lot of the healing roots that they sell out of their store and herbs. You go in some of these stores, stuff that they used to sell, they don't have it no more. The healing items, the things for health, they don't have them no more. It's amazing how things change. They say, That's why sometimes, and I think about it myself before I share. Sometimes I'll just share independently or individually, put it that way, to people, because sometimes you put things out on that internet and you're opening a door of a disaster. So you're opening a door to disastrous things that's going to happen after the fact, because when you put it on the internet, then all of a sudden people see it, and then, they start saying, hey, Pete Power, and they start, hey, pull this. Cermak used to have every root you could think of. All the roots from Mexico and everything. They got on a whole wall. Their produce, the whole wall. And I mean a wall full of roots, rutabagas, all kind of stuff. Stuff you ain't never even seen. They even got cactus leaves in there. Big old cactus leaves in there. Because y'all know the Mexicans make a lot of stuff with that cactus. And that cactus is very healthy for you. So yeah, definitely. It's a gnat in here. I just seen it. Andrea is here. Let's get this party started, y'all. Because look, I still gotta go to work in the morning. Because I gotta go to the corporate office. So let's get this party started, y'all. Hey, Karen, I know, right? I know you cried. Hey, Tara. He on his way to get Alicia, y'all. He on his way to get Alicia. Yeah, you spell her name wrong again. I'm a block you off the show. you spell your woman's name wrong again. Alisha. That ain't how you spell her name. I said the same thing to a guy I went out on with. I like, that ain't how you spell my name. That ain't even how you say it. Okay, we ain't having no more dates. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, I'm so happy for you though. Hey, LaTanya. Yes, I know, right? Karen's mom is cancer free. Let's bring Andrea on. Andrea, thank you for being.
Wow, I have got to wear my earphones because I'm not hooked up to the mic. I'm usually hooked up too. So I didn't want it to be a lot of noise. Do you hear a lot of noise or echoing or anything?
Oh no, it sounds really good. Matter of fact, it sounds better than the mic. You know what I
mean? Yeah. Yeah, because the other mic is just a computer mic, and it was like so much stuff in there.
Wow,
noise and
that's
stuff.
Amazing.
Good. So anyway, thank you. Thank you again. Mm-hmm. I heard you talking about people in their health and some nutritional stuff. And before you did that, I grabbed my book because I when I do consultations in my office, I tend to try to get people to get a better understanding of what health is about
She
and what
froze.
their responsibility is. I am. So you can hear me? I can't hear you. So anyway, hopefully
Yeah, I can
everybody
hear
else
you.
can hear.
It was
Okay.
a little.
It froze a little bit or something. Okay. So anyway, I try to get people to focus on what the body needs, why the body needs it, and what is happening to the body as we eat whatever we want to eat. Because eating whatever we want to eat is not ideal. I mean, a child can get away with a lot of stuff, but eventually it ends up catching up with the child if it goes on for too long, like juvenile diabetes. That's a child disease, but it doesn't have to happen because the child wasn't born with juvenile diabetes. The child wasn't born, and a lot of times the children don't get it until they're 5 years old, 6, 7, 8 on up. So it's not something that they should have or that they inherit. It is something that accumulated or built up over years of eating too many sweets, too much dairy, and their pancreas may have been a little weaker than the other kids' pancreas in the
Okay. I was
family.
just going to say, but
Yeah,
I ate a boatload of candy when I was a kid. I mean,
yeah, yeah.
man, I
But
hustled. I picked up trash in people's yard. I rake, when I get my little
yeah,
change, I run straight to the little.
yeah. See, when we were kids,
It was like 3 pieces of candy for you get 3 pieces of candy for a nickel.
I, I know. And back
Yeah,
then, we did a lot of activities, though. I mean,
yeah,
think
I know.
about it. We did a lot of running around, a lot of playing.
We played outside.
Yeah,
We didn't have these. We played
exactly.
outside,
We
up
played
and down the
outside.
sidewalk. Yep,
Exactly. And now
yep.
the kids they're sitting down watching television or watching their iPad or Kindle or phone, and they're not moving anything around. They're not exercising their organs, and that creates major problems. Like what
Yep.
happens in life. And I was explaining something to Amoria about her body. I told her, I said, if you just sit there and stop walking, at one point you may not be able to use your limbs. So you have to use them. So when you go to your classes, you have to exercise everything you have to keep it moving. And if you don't, you lose it. What you use, if you don't use it, you lose it. And that is what is happening to adults. Adults are not using their bodies properly. They won't go out and exercise. They won't eat properly. They won't, make sure they're eliminating properly, but they're just eating whatever they want to eat, and which is what people do. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
have several clients that said, "Oh, I take all these vitamins and I eat, but they eat what they want to eat. They got a high blood pressure, diabetes, and something is bound to happen." And as in circulation problems and other issues. So anyway, I have on my website that I'm getting ready to launch again a new one about where revised one is about how to detox and cleanse. I have this book, How to Cleanse and Detoxify Your Body. Can you see it?
Yeah.
And what it says, let me move it in here.
Yep,
Okay.
I see it.
Okay. So finally, you can look and feel better. But what it is in here, I was reading into one of my clients yesterday. We were talking about her health. And now, mind you, if you work in a hair salon, you're using a lot of spray, you're using a lot of chemicals, inhaling them. And if you're working as a cleaning crew, you're inhaling a lot of chemicals. Those are toxic chemicals, are made out of heavy metals, and they get into your system. But what he said in here, he says it doesn't matter what's going on with you and how you're eating or not. What matters is that what you're doing to make things better. So clearing toxins from the body is a desirable process and an important key to healing. And if we would focus on not doing some of the things that we're doing or that our family members have done, and watch out for ourselves, we won't be a victim of the circumstances around us. You have people, well, I'm cooking the way my mother cooked. Okay, great. I love my mother cooking, but I only eat it I don't even eat it once a year, but maybe once a year. And that is because the memory of her is so important to me that I can sacrifice once a year. But as far as eating, and we didn't eat bad because we were vegetarians, but she did, put butter and stuff in her food, but
Yeah,
it wasn't
yeah,
nearly
right. Because
wasn't
they do
nearly as
just
bad. Exactly. So we want to focus on what we need to do now. As another book is Alkalize. Here, Alkalize or Die. And just a sample of what I'm talking about is I had a client, her sister was a nurse, is a nurse, and I asked her. She works in an emergency room, and I asked. I said, "Well, what happens when people come in there with serious diseases or illnesses or infections?" And she said, "Well, let's take cancer for instance. If a person has cancer, the first thing we try to do is alkalize that body, and it's
because it's
known."
very acidic.
Exactly, and it's known that cancer cannot live in an alkaline environment. So we're eating more alkaline food, we're not going to be getting sick too often, or we may not ever get sick. The key is to eat properly. And that's why it's important for people to understand you are your first doctor and you are the one that's in charge of your health. As even if when they get consultation, I do the consultation online, I do it in my office, but however I do it, you still have to take that responsibility. So I'm giving you 10% of what you need to do. The 90%, the rest of it is up to the person, and that is where they fail. Sorry to say.
Totally.
They go home and forget about what they need to do because they have a habit of doing whatever they have to, what they were doing. And we are creatures of habit. So
Yep.
we need to, yeah, and so it's important to focus on creating new habits and take the place of the old bad habits.
It's funny you say that. By the way, hold that first book up again, the detox book,
The detox book.
so that people can see. Yeah, everybody, if you want to know about
Look at
this
this
book,
right.
bring it over a little bit. Okay, bring it. Okay, bring it up just a little bit
Uh,
more. Okay, just like that. Stay right there. Stay right there. How to cleanse and detoxify. Hold on, I'm gonna get a picture of it myself. How to cleanse and detoxify. Ooh. Hold it up so we can see the name all the way up. Hold it up a little bit higher in your head. Don't worry about your head. We see the book.
I can't
Okay,
even
thank
see it. Okay,
you. Yeah,
great.
we got
You got it.
you. Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay,
I just
so
wanted to get it because I want people to know you all can find a lot of this in the library. You don't have to really go buy these. Sometimes you can look it up in your library and see if they have it, and they will have it. I've gotten a few plant-based books out of my library here, and actually I've had them for a year because they keep renewing 14 times, and then I have to go in and get them to completely renew them after
right,
the 14th renewal that they do through online. And
right.
so I've had them for a whole year. The thing is, I just had to return them because my 14 times was up on the 29th of August, and I wasn't able to return them until I got back from Wisconsin this weekend. But I did return them, and one of them had a hold on it, so they kept it. I couldn't get
Okay,
that one.
so let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
How many of them did you really use and work through?
I went through 2 books. I haven't read them all. I just went. I've gone dabbled in a couple of books,
Mhm.
but I've used 3 recipes out of there.
Okay,
I've
because
Yeah.
because the key to these books, like this guy says, are hazardous chemicals and toxins stealing your health and vitality?
Yep.
Yes, and it's up to you to avoid it. So what I tell people and what I find, and I just mentioned it, I guess before, you have got to take action. This book doesn't mean anything if you don't follow through. So what I'm doing, I'm introducing, on my new site is to get people to understand we're not talking about just detoxing the organs. We're talking about creating a whole new environment, internal environment. So your body and your organs can revive themselves and function properly. And it can be done. And the main organs to detox are your liver, your kidneys, and your colon, because everything else work around it. Everything else throws the stuff into those areas. The heart pumps the blood, but the liver and the kidneys has to make sure that blood is clean. If a person is on dialysis and that person missed 2 weeks of dialysis, that person bones, the fingers start popping off. They'll die because the blood is so toxic. That was why was created, and it's such an amazing thing, therapy to have, because you have a lot of people going to dialysis. Dialysis is just.
But you know what has really blown my mind, Andrea,
Mhm.
is the amount of dialysis centers that's
I
being built.
know, I know, it is.
It's like y'all all know out there about, hey everybody, grand risings. I want you all to please click those thumbs up for me, please. People need to get more reach. This needs to reach more people. It really
Yes.
does. It really does. And the help would be from you all clicking those thumbs up. It helps to
Yeah.
change the algorithm here
Hmm.
on
It
YouTube.
does.
It really does. So and Michael Collier tell you the same thing. A lot of stars that's on YouTube will tell you the same thing. Oh, if you like it, click those thumbs up for me, please. They
They
all
always
say
do.
it.
Yeah,
They
they do.
all say it. So
Yeah.
please click the thumbs up for me, you all, because
Oh, they don't just say it. They have little things crawling
hey,
across the screen.
like I do now. Like,
Yeah.
please click those thumbs up. Thank you.
Hmm.
But back to this. The thing is that with this dialysis, there's been a lot more dialysis centers opening up. There are so many of them opening up now that it reminds me of, remember the little neighborhood churches
Hmm.
or the little neighborhood candy stores?
Hmm.
That's how the dialysis centers are opening
I
up,
know.
all
And
in the neighborhood.
yeah.
And one of them has opened up one. There's two on the main street within a half a mile of each other.
Wow. Oh man. See, that speaks for itself.
And the parking
And
lot space, and the parking lot is always kind of busy.
but listen to this. I have a nurse that comes in here, a dialysis nurse. She says, the people come in there, they will sit out and wait for us, and they will be eating. I have clients that has eaten whole chickens, eat junk, just eat crazily. So when they come in here, they expect us to do the job. But what happens? Their bodies. Wait a minute, Neela. Their bodies goes into shock. They have to stop the dialysis. They can't complete the dialysis. They've done so much damage prior to the dialysis, thinking that they can do this, and their bodies go into shock, and they have to stop the dialysis. That's how poorly people are thinking about their health.
Well, let
It's
me tell you,
crazy.
actually, it's not that. I don't know if it's going to be poorly thinking about it. I'm going to tell you this. They don't believe fat meat is greasy. They think that all these illnesses is hereditary. Oh, and
Yeah,
my family had it. Oh, they don't realize that you're constantly carrying on the legacy of unhealthiness that
yeah,
your family literally probably also died from. It just took a little longer for them versus what's going on with you. It's breaking your body down a lot earlier than it broke their bodies down. But I mean, when you think about it, a lot of people don't even believe fat meat is greasy. They think, oh, oh, it ain't that. It can't be the food everybody else eating. I ain't that. It's the ignorance, the
yeah.
ignorance that
It's
people.
it's it's a lazy man's way out. It's just pure laziness. They don't want to think. Laziness in the mind, laziness with the body. They don't want to think. Like this one guy was 700, 800 pounds on a show. And he said, well, I couldn't get the ladies, so I got the pizza. That was a lame excuse. Don't give us that mess. You just didn't do what you needed to do. You didn't find out what was best for you, what you shouldn't do, and what you should do.
Say,
People don't
okay,
like me sometimes because I'm going to tell you like it is. It's your responsibility. I don't care what's out there, what your parents did. It's your responsibility to stay focused on your health.
and
You know?
Blue Lady, Nadia, she's an herbalist also, and that's the one with the tea that gave
Hmm.
Blue Lady said, create new habits,
Yes,
exchange one for the other.
exactly.
Okay. And Jeannie said, oh, Jeannie got a good one. First, hey, Jonathan and you guys, Rochelle and all y'all, I'm a mama, y'all, and Jeannie too. Jeannie said, I'm learning to daily test my saliva and urine pH and
pH, yeah,
drink a glass of water with 1 teaspoon of baking soda to keep at a special alkaline level.
good. Because alkalinity is so important, so important. Now, there are a lot of
Good for
factors
you,
in
Jeannie.
health. Yeah, there's a lot of factors in staying healthy, and we mentioned a few. And one of them is to make sure you are alkaline. The other one is to eat a balanced nutritional diet, not or let's put it this way, a positive balanced nutritional diet that's going to work in your favor. That you're doing this for your health, not overeating, because overeating can create problems as well.
Well, here's what people think. You just mentioned a positive um
Balanced diet.
balanced diet, right? Now you just said that, right? Now I
Mhm.
know what you're talking about, but it's a lot of people that hear that and don't have a clue. of what you talking
Okay.
about. Well,
So,
no, here's or
yeah.
either they'll say, that's what I do.
Mm,
I had some lettuce on my salad, I mean on my sandwich, and all that lunch meat and all them different cheeses, all that cheese sauce. I had a couple of cucumbers on the side
mm.
with
Yeah,
all that fried chicken, like I was telling one of the girls at the
French
job.
fries.
She eats bacon every day.
Mm.
Every day, this young lady eats bacon. And I really I'm concerned about her because she's not showing signs of unhealthiness, but she's a thick woman. But I can tell you this, she be having aches and pains. She's only 42. And
Wow.
and so, but she's eating a lot of, I mean, she eats bacon every day. And I ain't talking about no one or two slices. I mean, one or two slices. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about like about four, five, six, maybe eight. I don't know, but she eats a lot of bacon.
Mm.
I was like, damn, girl, you eat that much? I said, girl, you better slow down eating all them sulfites. You
Well,
know,
it leads to arthritis. The sulfites in the bacon leads to arthritis. I had a client, he ate pork every day. He said he ate it 3 times she probably eat it throughout the day. But anyway, he said, and when he came in and got a series of colonics, he was like, I have to admit, I cut back on the pork, and I feel much better, but I can't give it up. That's what they say, but I can't give it up.
I know.
The things that is making you sick, you can't give it up. And that is with most people. Now back to the 4 criteria, the different things. Okay, so you need to exercise. Exercise is so important. And detoxing every 3 to 4 months. And of course, making sure your bowels are moving well. Getting colonics is so important. It's so important to getting that waste out of your colon. But you got to remember, these things work together. They don't work good alone. They work better together. And drinking healthy, purified water.
I wish
That's
I was
all
in
you
Georgia
need.
because I'd have been came and got a colonic from you. I kept telling Turk, I said, Turk, you need to go get a colonic while you detoxing or you fruit cleansing. You need to go get a colonic because all that poop a doop stoop in your colon is not coming out from you sitting on the toilet. You
No,
need to go get extra help. Everybody does. I want y'all to know a bowel movement is not cleansing your colon with
no.
from all the toxins and junk that you've eaten. And it's not. You do need to get a colonic. You will feel a whole hell of a lot different when you get
And
a colonic.
And all colonic machines are not colonic machines.
Nope.
They have one with a hole in the table. That's like an enema. They have one that creates a lot of pressure, which is better than the one with the hole in the table. So you have to know which one the right one. And also, the body knows that it can't move the waste out. So it pushes the waste, it dries it out and pushes against the walls of the colon, which creates blockages in the
Yep.
entire system. So it's just a matter of understanding. You want to use a closed system. You want to get a colonic that's gravity, that the water flows from above you, and you want to be it is going to be gentle on you, and getting them will make a huge difference. It really will. But most people are afraid, Neela. That's the issue.
Yes,
Most
I see.
people are afraid. And that's why they end up getting sick throughout, at a later time in life. They're afraid to go to the doctor. They're afraid they're afraid to change their diet to eat better. I don't want to get sick. When people drink coffee, if they drink coffee every day for years, they should never cold turkey and stop. They should never. They should always slowly wean themselves away because they will get the worst headaches and it will last for days and days and days. And they will feel so
Ooh,
bad.
let
So
me be the
people,
one to
yeah,
confirm that.
see,
Ooh,
it's
yes.
not good.
I've not done it again after I did that. I had cold turkey on coffee. Baby, let me be the one to tell you.
Can't
You
do it.
talk, I mean, I had just said, oh, I ain't, you know how you drink coffee yesterday, but you ain't drinking none today. And you say, I ain't drinking none tomorrow, and I ain't gonna drink none for the rest of the week. Woo, so stopping like that gave me my head.
Terrible.
Oh, I had a headache, and not only a headache, but I felt like fidgety or something. It was tripped out.
So what does the caffeine in our coffee affect? What part of the body does it affect?
The heart.
That and the brain.
Eh, oh yeah, oh yeah, because of serotonin.
Because
You're right.
yes,
Because it raises
it
their
de-
serotonin levels. You're right.
and
Right.
it dehydrates the brain. The brain is 75 to 80% water, and the coffee dehydrates the brain more seriously than it does any other organ. But The effect is what you had after you stopped drinking it because your brain was sort of dehydrated. So if you would have not cold turkey and just gradually slipped away from coffee by taking a little at a time each day, slowly weaning yourself off of it and drinking more water, you wouldn't have had that effect. The same with
Mm.
detoxing. People just can't go, I'm gonna buy this book and detox. No, you need a consultation. And I tell my clients, no, if you're gonna do a detox, it's best that we do a consultation first so I can help you and guide you through this detox so you have an understanding of how to detox. So
Yeah.
I advise anyone and everyone that wants to detox, if you know someone that understands detox, do a consultation. I do the consultation for people online, but it's important, or else you can hurt yourself just like you did. You felt miserable.
I felt like a
You were
creep. Oh my God, I felt
you were
terrible.
you were detoxing your body, your mind, and you had no business doing the way you did it
No
because
way. I
that was
felt
like,
terrible.
oh,
I
I
mean, I
know.
just felt terrible.
And
Yeah.
you feel so stuck. It's like a flu headache. You move here, it
It
hurts. You
felt
move
like a
there, it hurts.
pressure headache. It
Yeah,
did. It felt like, it
it's
was like,
awful.
I'm like,
Yeah,
it's killing me. And I knew it was the coffee. I said, that's because
that's what
I didn't came off that coffee.
it
I
was.
knew what it was.
Yeah, you
And
were
now
right.
I still do. I drink coffee every now and then from here. Like at the office, I would have a little cup a day. That was it. Just one cup of coffee a day. That's it. I'm really not. I love coffee. Don't get me wrong. Excuse me. I love how it tastes. I
Yeah,
like how, and I loved how it smells when it's brewing. Oh my God, I love smelling coffee when it's brewing. I love coffee smelling since I was a kid. I just
yeah.
didn't like it the way it tasted when I was a kid because it was horrible. Drank some out of my daddy's
It
cup
was
and he always
burnt,
black.
burnt food, huh?
It was horrible. It tastes like liquid oil or something. I was like, ugh, I ain't drinking no more of that. But as I got older and I started drinking coffee, and I said, I really do like the taste of it.
Yeah,
Then I had all the different flavors, and I was like, oh yeah, this is really cool. I like this. But I never used coffee as a stimulant to wake up or, energy. I never used it for that. I never really needed nothing like that for that. I've had energy like this. I thank God that
yeah,
my energy level is still up and potent, as much for me in my age and on. I thank God my energy level is up because
good. I know you do. Yes.
I look at people my age and younger who are tired a lot. They have no energy, just want to sit there, just do nothing. It's like I got to get up and move.
Right,
Mm.
because it's miserable. It's miserable to be able to not to be able to get up and do what you normally do.
Yeah.
I can't stand to be sick, so I don't. I try my best never feel bad.
Yeah,
And
I know.
sick is just being out of one day you wake up you don't feel well. That's sick. But if
That's
a person has an illness, like a lot of people cannot get out of the bed.
yeah.
Multiple sclerosis affects a lot of people,
Yeah. My
and they can't
girlfriend's
get
had
out of
it
the
since she was in
bed.
her early 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so some of those illnesses and diseases are something that is hard to deal with. And a lot of them are actually developed through eating, through food and environmental chemicals,
Yeah.
with water, you
Yep,
know.
a lot of people don't believe that. Sometimes, if you have an ailment, such certain things like that, it always starts with inside the body, and
Yeah,
and everything comes through the gut.
it
Your
does.
gut
It does.
really, people don't realize. Like the lady at the job, right, where and she's got rheumatoid arthritis.
Mm.
So the woman had this red thing in her eye the day I left. I was like, damn, I don't know if I should leave because it don't look like you doing too good. I mean, honestly, because I felt like, damn,
Yeah.
maybe should I leave or drive all the way home and then have to drive all the way back because she ain't gonna be able to check in or what? Because she didn't look good. Her eye had swollen. It was swollen around here. The jaw looked droopy. And I was telling them about it the other day on the show, and it looked like she had a mini stroke or something. But she
Like Bell
finally
palsy. Bell palsy is a name that perhaps that creates that effect.
She said it. She said it's rheumatoid arthritis. It's her. And so I was telling her, I said, you drink a lot of milk, Miss Reels. Don't try not to
Ooh.
drink all that milk. She drinks I mean, she's a Starbucks person. She
Oh,
she got points with Starbucks where she just order free stuff and get it. And she has this venti cup of this uh something cream, a latte, and it is always whitish, milky looking, and I just it just It just made me think of milk, and I, ooh, and
Listen,
and she drinks this all the time, and coffee a lot, and the espresso coffee because she has an espresso machine, and that's what I was drinking at the job with the little espresso coffee thing. It
mm.
only gives you like 4 ounces,
But it's
4 ounces.
concentrated. It's concentrated caffeine.
And so I pour water. It's funny you said that because I said, man, this stuff is strong. I pour water in it because it was real strong. So I pour at least an ounce, 2 ounces of water in mine, break it down, or put regular weak uncaffeinated decaffeinated coffee. I put some about 4 ounces mixed blend with it to break it down a little bit because it is strong.
Hmm.
But honey, she does this all the time. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I said, I know you don't believe fat meat is greasy, and you probably don't want to hear what nothing I got to say because you know, like she ain't no doctor, nothing like that. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I said, alkaline, your body is very acidosis right now, and that's why you're having all these swellings and these aches and pains, and she can't hardly even walk. Sometimes it's like it hurts her to get up and walk. She makes it, but it hurts her to get up and walk. And then she's picked up weight. And that also adds on to it.
Sure
So now
does.
she got a doctor. She finally got a doctor. On that road, traveling like that, it's hard to take care of yourself. And that's why I said, I ain't gonna stay on this road all this time. No way. Hell no. I come a long way from where I used to be. I'm not gonna stay on this road and let my body break down again. Oh no. And
Um,
so I looked at it. I said, bless your heart. And she said she had a doctor's appointment the very next day. So we were talking, and come to find out, she ended up getting her prednisone. She said she'd been needing prednisone. I gave her some Zyflamin. I gave her some Zyflamin one morning. I said, just take some Zyflamin right now, Miss Rios, and maybe that's gonna help you break down that inflammation because it is natural. It's
yeah.
good for inflammation. So she took them, and she said, well, I feel a little better, just a little better. But her mind, let me tell you, she was so set on wanting to get that prednisone. So I already knew anything else you tried to tell her was going to help her with her inflammation. It was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, it's okay, but I really need that prednisone."
Yeah, most people are into medicine. The medical association has stolen the health of most people, their mindset, even with insurance. I mean, I have health insurance and I have good health insurance, but I'm not going to run to the doctor every time something goes on or I feel differently. No, I'm going to my cabinet and get my vitamins and my herbs, you know?
Right,
And when I take my herbs, it's gone. I take my
right.
minerals, it's gone. You know,
Yep.
if I
Now
have a, if I,
another thing I'm gonna say this too. Excuse me for cutting you off.
no
Breathing
problem.
exercises. Sometimes you
Exactly.
can breathe your
Breathe.
pain away. I have done
Exactly.
it numerous times.
I do it all the time. I
Yeah.
go outside and do, it's just amazing how your body will respond to a positive balance, nutritional balance, exercise balance, mental balance, loving yourself, taking care of yourself, knowing that this is the deep part. Your body, knowing your body is the temple of God. So why not take care of it and dedicate it to God in health? That's the key. Dedicate your body to God in health. Use me, God. That is what we are supposed to do. That's why we were created. We were created by the infinite, invisible spirit. We
Yep.
are here to serve God. But how can we serve God when if someone looks at me and says, well, you say you're a colon hydrotherapist, look at your stomach. No, you won't see my stomach because I don't have one. I practice what I teach and what I do. I
Right.
don't
Was
go
it?
out and just hide behind the scene or go and eat some rib tips or eat some whatever. It's not my deal here. A lot of people do that.
Uh-huh.
They go and run over here and get them a pork sandwich or get them a hamburger or it's not. I'm not knocking them, but what I'm saying is
Right.
commit.
Don't
Make a
don't
commitment.
don't perpetrate a fraud.
Exactly. And commit to something. The reason why I'm on this path is because I committed a long time ago that God has to use me. And I don't want to be sick whenever I reach that level of consciousness where I really understand spirituality. I did not want to be sick. I don't want to be sick because I know I have a mission and my mission is not over. I have a
Mm-mm.
divine purpose. So I dedicated myself to knowing that God is going to use me. So let me take care of me. Now, I'm not perfect. There are things that can occur and will occur or has occurred, but I reversed it because I paid attention to it. I didn't go run off to the doctor and get the medication. Because, see, my thing here as a nutritional consultant, which I do a lot of here and
Mhm.
online, when you get on medication, that's toxic toxicity going into your body. One of the hardest things to do is to get off the medication because you're afraid to get off the medication. Most people are afraid. So
Yeah.
when they do their detoxing, they may feel a little different. Like I told a client, when you do your detox, tell your doctor that you're feeling a little bit lightheaded or feeling nauseous when you take the medication. Then your doctor will say, okay, maybe I need to lower your dosages. They will work with you. If you tell them I've changed my diet, I'm eating healthier, I'm exercising, I'm cleansing my colon, I did a detox, the doctor will say, well, let me lower your dosages. But most people are afraid. We
When they
cannot
run a
be
test on
afraid.
them, yeah, and they see that their stuff is working, they will lower those
Yeah,
dosages on that
right.
medication to the
Well, if
point that they can lower it to wean you off of it
thank you.
where you will not need it.
Exactly.
Um,
And the
Jeannie
doctors want you to
said
work together. Okay.
Jeannie said, and we got to get going because I gotta go out to South Holland. I gotta go to work.
Oh,
Eating properly and staying alkaline can eliminate diabetes too. Yeah.
sure can.
It can
And get
eliminate
rid of it.
a lot of stuff,
Yes, it
Jeannie. It really can. But like I said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. You can tell a person a lot of stuff, encourage them, and give them all type of
can
information,
make
but
him
you
do it.
can't make them believe that
Sure.
something natural can help their bodies just as well and better than all their medications that they're taking.
She
When
says,
my brother came here, y'all, and y'all know I was helping my brother right with Dr. G and all them, right? So, and he looked phenomenal. Y'all saw the whole change. He wanted to go and get his legs wrapped at the doctor. Like I
"Mm,
wasn't doing the right job. I was wrapping the hell out of his legs, but he wanted to go get them wrapped at the doctor. So we took him to the doctor. I said, Jamal, I'm going to let you know. Goodbye to the herbs, goodbye to the white eyes, goodbye to all of that, goodbye to all them spots that you had on your face, the neck, the left once you started cleaning up your body and you got off all the medications and we had you on them good herbs. I said, I want you to know they're not going to wrap your legs unless they run your test on your body and want to know why. And next thing you know, they're going to put you on medication and then they're going to wrap your legs. And
mm,
I'll be damned if they
that's
didn't do just what I told them they was
see,
going to do. I was like, well, damn. I was just saying it, but it actually happened
yeah,
just like that. They were
mm,
like, well, why are you getting these blisters on your legs? And why is it raising? And well, what's happening with you? Well, have you had any? Next thing you know, they kept him.
yeah,
He kept him in the hospital. He stayed at the hospital. Y'all remember for about a month. He stayed
wow,
in Hines VA hospital for a month. Then he went home.
see,
I was done because what you I got to
right. But on
you.
that note, yeah, people don't. They're medical prone. But Jeannie added on, many people with cancer also have
Yeah,
diabetes.
uh-huh.
They do. And
Yep.
because they're out there, they're alkalized. I mean, they're acidic.
Yeah, acidic.
They do.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. You
So
right,
you're
Jeannie.
right. Hmm.
Yep. Yep. And
But
keep
but
doing what you doing, Jeannie, with that teaspoon of baking soda in your water and drinking it. It ain't you'll feel the bubbles in your stomach and everything. It's gonna break down. It also helps break down gas and stuff in your system too, y'all. Just so you know, the baking soda and the water thing. So a teaspoon to a glass of water, room temperature water, stir it in real good and drink it.
yeah,
Drink it down.
cool. Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, it's up to you as an individual to do what's best for your body.
You.
It's just like we're gonna meditate. Let's
Yep.
sit here. Okay, meditation. Remember, meditation is the way to connect with the inner spirit. We can do the. Let's do. What would you like to meditate on? And just think of.
I want to meditate on fear, rid, ridding people of the fear of trying something new and healthy and for their bodies. It's just something about, like I said, like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. It's so, and there's people still here listening to this that still are saying, but I think I'll take my aspirin. I think I'll take my medication. They still doing that. It's because I don't know about all that because of the fear. It's fear
Yeah,
of the unknown. And
it is.
so there is so much fear in people. It's unbelievable.
Real.
Um, and they won't tell you, oh, I'm kind of scared to do that. But it's fear. So yeah,
Yeah, fear is a great enemy. It's a big
it's
enemy.
a
It's
big
just
enemy.
it makes
Big
people
enemy for your health, people. Really it is.
and the fear is a fear of dying. That's what they're
Yeah.
afraid of.
Yeah.
They're afraid of dying. But the worst part about that fear is that they go to the doctors that's going to make sure that they medicate them and do the things that will cause them to die.
Yep.
Figure that one
Parsley.
out.
Blue Lady, I gotta add this. Blue Lady said parsley is alkaline and a good herb. Parsley
It
has a
is good.
lot of benefits.
It
And
does.
so does cilantro. They're all in the same family. They're
Yeah.
all in the parsley. They don't call it parsley. They're all in the um.
The green. What would you? The alkaline.
It's something else
It's a
they
green.
call it.
I gotta think of it. I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it's a a name they call. I forget.
Algae. It's not the algae fan. No, it's not. That's a
No,
seed.
it's like just like roots. They're all in the root family. That the parsley, cilantro, and all
Parsley
that.
is. Yeah, they're almost like the herbs. I mean,
They
you
are.
think
It's an
about they're
herb.
herbs. Yeah, but there's
Parsley
a
is an
different
herb.
name.
Cilantro
Yes,
is an herb.
name.
Yeah, all of it's an herb. So
Yeah, so
yeah,
they're in that.
eat
Yeah.
some parsley. It'd be good to have parsley on the side. You got potato salad, eat you some parsley with potato salad. You got spaghetti, eat you some parsley with your spaghetti. Whatever you got, eat you some
Well,
parsley with it.
a long time ago, they used to put parsley on your plate to
All the time.
decorate it. I
Oh,
would eat it.
that's right.
I
Yeah,
would eat the parsley, but because I didn't eat the oranges they serve on, they'll put orange
right.
slices on your plate. I don't eat the oranges with
They would
my
give you a twist of orange slice and a little
Mhm.
piece of parsley.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
both of those things together were always good, healthy herbs and fruit for you to have.
For you to have. So in any case, you're reading
Oh, okay. Now I was wondering what this message just popped up on my computer about. Okay, I see what it just did. Yeah, it just gave me a message about certain tabs. So I clicked it so it can eliminate them. Okay.
oh, okay, so the deal with fear about changing, that's one, like for instance, if you have if you want to do a detox, you can't just read it one time. You have to get into your system. You have to be able to interpret that detox, interpret that cleanse. So let's say I told a person, I want you to do this food combining. Try this for a week. You have to read it over and over and over to get it into your mind and your mindset and accept it. Because fear is going to say, oh, no, I can't eat what I want to eat. Oh, no, that's fear because you're afraid to change your diet to eat. Oh, I have to take these herbs. I have to exercise. That's a fear of changing one habit to another habit. So fear comes in many ways. And what you want to do, what we want to do is take that into our meditation and say, okay, God, I know there's nothing. We can begin now. Okay, God, I know
Okay.
there's nothing.
We'll do 7 minutes.
Okay. I
Is
know
that
there's nothing for me to be afraid of. So now I sit here and I ask that you give me the will, give me a better understanding of what I should do and how to do it. I just don't understand. And you really, really talk to yourself, I just don't know how. I never did this before. It's a change, it's different. But I need some wisdom, some knowledge, I need some encouragement. And so I come within in tabernacle with thee. Speak to me. Give me the power, the will, the energy to carry on this, which is good for me.
right?
It's good for me. These are the things we have to do. We have to talk to ourselves as we speak to God before we go into a meditation.
It's
It's
like
really
giving yourself affirmation.
exactly.
Same
And
thing.
you want to, so we are afraid because we never step out on a limb. And that's why when a person gets sick, the first thing they do, they will go to the doctors instead of stepping out on a limb to try something naturally.
Yep. All the time.
So
All
as we go on with this meditation, you turn within and just speak to yourself. Or now that you know that whatever you may have a fear of, whether it's changing your diet, exercising at a certain gym, doing a certain exercise, if you have an issue with your body, is in aches and pain, whatever it may be, take that and question it and ask God to release you from that. Give you the ability to know that it's nothing to be afraid of. Because in reality, God is always present. God knows
always.
everything, and God is the only power. So nothing can hurt you. Nothing
Nope.
can hurt us. We just have to go out on the limb and just say, hey, I sit here now to accept your guidance. Speak to me, guide me, and see yourself doing what you are afraid to do. Go through that visualization. So now let's speak, God. Shine the light on what I need to do to make a change. How do I change this bad habit to a good habit? How do I not let fear enter into my mind? Speak, God. I'm listening. Thank you. God be the glory.
Nicola, Nicola, how are you? Put them thumbs up. It's 9 people watching, but only 6 thumbs up. Please put them thumbs up,
Oh,
y'all. Golly, y'all, I gotta always ask y'all to put them goddamn thumbs up. I'm gonna curse y'all out now. Look, whoever ain't put them damn thumbs up, put them thumbs up.
so Neela, you want to visualize all those thumbs going up. Go on before your meditation, see them going up, 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 up. Give God the praise, and you'll get your thumbs, girls. Yes, you will. So anyway, I love you. I'll see
I
you
love you too.
next
Have
week.
a great
I'll let you
weekend.
know. Okay, I will. You too.
Yeah,
Okay, bye bye.
that's good. Bye bye. Everybody, remember this: God is good at all times, all the time, no matter what. Um, Let me tell you guys something though about this health thing. Honestly, it's serious. Um, you know, it's so much unhealthiness that people really are taking this not serious enough. And the reason I say it because there's too many young people getting, I mean, extremely sick. This food is not what the food used to be back in the 70s or the 60s. Meat was not tampered with like it is now. Okay, these dairies and these farms, I'm telling you, this milk is not milk. This is pus. You're literally drinking pus. Can you imagine drinking pus? But it ain't no pus in my milk. You ain't gonna see it. They got machines that make sure you don't see it. Come on now. It's your health. And mine too. It's up to you to do what you know you need to do. Turk just said, we got a real wake-up call here. The struggle is real, but you can strive right out of it. The wake-up call hit you and to push you since you didn't push yourself. Sometimes the wake-up call it comes not just with Turk, I'm talking about with anybody now. The wake-up calls to push you. Wake-up calls with your health. Stuff that come and hit you side, bam. You be like, damn, you already had a side swipe. Now you got a side bash. So God gonna do what God needs to do to wake you up. And if you wake up and do what you're supposed to do, you're good. But if you don't, them wake up calls with your health, when you having them health scares or ailments or illnesses or diseases, that's a wake up call, y'all. Keep doing what you're doing. If you haven't been doing nothing good for yourself, keep doing what you're doing with them wake up calls. I guarantee you, you're going to regret that you didn't pay attention to that wake up call. Yep. So, I mean, that side swipe, you're going to regret you didn't pay attention to that side swipe. Sometimes that side swipe will get you. You know how we do, like she was just talking about that pork and all that stuff. Like, and I had some pork over the holiday. I mean, I had a piece, I had a piece of rib. He cooked them, they were good. I recooked it in my pot. And I put it in my pot. The one rib in my pot. And I ate it. It was good. Baby, after I ate that rib, you should have seen me. I went to drinking water, eating lemons, everything. I said, oh Lord, I gotta get these parasites out my stomach. Y'all should have heard me. I had the girl at the job rolling. She said, girl, you a mess. She said, I can't do you. But honestly, keep playing with your health, y'all. Stop playing with your health. I ain't gonna say keep playing with your health. Stop playing with your health and get your life right. Get your health right. It's never too late, y'all. I don't give a damn. I'm 60-some years old. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Keep thinking, oh, I'm 60-some years old. My auntie who's 96 years old ain't gonna say, oh, I'm 60-some years old. Girl, bye. Shit, my auntie will tell you, baby, I get up every day and go to the gym. I got a 96-year-old auntie that is nice and fit. And she get up every day and go to the gym. Okay. Okay. Drive herself to her doctor's appointments. Okay. Used to cook her butt off, but her kids won't let her cook like that no more. They all cook now. But can't none of them cook like she did. My auntie cook. All my aunts could cook. All my family could. My whole entire father's family could cook, and my mama's family cooked too. But I really didn't have a lot with extension of my mom's family, just the nuclear. But I've had extensions with my dad's family because it's large. But yeah, they can cook. Everybody, take your health seriously. That's what I'm gonna say. Take your health seriously. We're in a day and age right now where stuff is being manipulated. Your food is being manipulated. You know, they're making cabbage, 3D cabbage, and all that meat. All this. They got glue. They glues meat pieces together, and they form a steak or whatever to bring it. It's ridiculous. Toxic damn glue, meat glue. I posted it. I think it was in Europe. Once again, America was colonized. Don't get it twisted. America was colonized. European colony. Let me be the one to tell you. What they do over there, you can't do over here. They food over there is different from our food over here. What they say is good for them there or bad for them there, we eat over here. And don't nobody else have the junk that we have here in their countries. They won't allow it. They won't allow it. And so I say they're telling you already about these farmlands have been bought out from the farmers. I'm telling y'all better get y'all stuff together. And y'all already know that one person, he buying up all the darn farmland in America. Wonder why? Oh, to create 3D meat. It was already said he wants to create 3D meat. It ain't to have a healthy meat. Ain't no meat healthy. Because if the animals get sick, you're going to give them what? Antibiotics and stuff, right? So you eating all the sick, all the antibiotics, all the rest of that stuff that the animals take. So I'm just saying, think about your health. It ain't about that red meat all the time. I'm telling you, even doctors are now starting to say, remove yourself off of red meat, wean off of red meat as much as possible. Even doctors are you know why? Because the truth came out. That red meat is dangerous for everybody's health. The truth came out. So now the doctors are starting to say, because you know what? They don't, right, they don't want no malpractice suits and all that. Not in this day and age, they don't. They starting to say, oh, yeah, well, maybe you need to reduce your red meat intake a little, okay? Maybe you need to reduce your sugar intake, okay? Maybe you need to reduce, but they're not going to tell you to eat fruit, eat more fruits, drink more water, eat more vegetables. If you just got to have meat, get you some fish, not fried, baked, or broiled. And if you just got to have some meat, get you some chicken breast. They always tell you, don't eat the dark meat. The dark meat holds all the toxins. The breast is the most thick, yeah. But the dark meat holds a lot of the toxins and stuff too. So it's up to y'all. But God bless y'all. Have a beautiful weekend this weekend. Hey, make it a beautiful weekend. I don't care. Make it one. That's all you got to do is make it. And don't sit around waiting for it to come to you, because nothing comes to a dreamer, but nothing comes to a sleeper but a dream. Right? Nothing comes to a sleeper but a dream. Nothing comes to a person sitting on their butt, but nothing. But nothing, aches and pains, because you're not moving your body and getting them fluids moving in your body. Y'all better start doing some stuff. Look, I'm just doing like this, and this is moving my fluids now. Hey, you got them the lymphatic system, the fluids need to move. This helps your lymphatic system. Just movement. I just did this with the upper part of my body. I'm sitting here and this thing. I can feel the energy from me just doing that. That, 30 seconds? Not even 30, 15, 20 seconds. for me just doing that. So just think if you took 60 seconds, one damn minute out the day to do an exercise for your benefit. You don't think you're worthy? Come on, people. You got family members or kids, grandkids, whatever the case may be, that love you and want you around and want you in good health, in good shape, in movement. They don't want to see you breaking down and not doing anything to help yourself, popping pills all day long, just still sitting there. You know what I'm saying? I see people doing that, and I be like, damn, don't you care about your life? Don't you want to feel better? I'll be like, damn. But like I said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I'm just saying. So with that, I feel like I need to say, reach back and give back. Somebody out there needs your smile. Somebody needs to hear some kind words from you. Somebody might need an ear to hear, or just a glass of water, or a couple of dollars, or whatever the case may be. What the Spirit has placed on your heart, by all means, make sure you depart for whatever the Spirit has placed on your heart to the person that the Spirit has placed on your heart to depart it to. End the story. Don't ask no questions. It ain't your business. Just follow that spirit guide. It's saying, hey, help this person, give them this, and just give it. Like, peel a couple of pieces back. I got $3. Let me peel $2 back. Give him $1. Ain't nobody do no $1. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. It's so damn high nowadays. Ain't nothing, $1, but a couple of bags of chips, which is unhealthy right there. Don't give a person $3 something. Let me give you a sandwich or something. If you got all this extra food in your house, like if you got a whole chicken and you bake the whole chicken, and you ain't finna eat all that chicken. You ain't. Slice that chicken up and put it on some bread and give somebody some sandwiches. Make sure you give them a little mayonnaise, because that chicken got to be dry as hell if you put it on some bread. So make sure you give them some mayonnaise or something with it, right? But yeah, people, it's time. It's been past time, actually. It was time years ago. It's past time. So let's get our health together, people. It's imperative. It's imperative. All these doctors, all this medication, and all this stuff. All it takes is you drink some water, get some baking soda in your system. Stop eating all that junk food, all that processed food, hot dogs, Polish sausages, lunch meat, processed foods. Get off of it. Them sulfites. Oh, by the way, I want y'all to know one thing too. People like, honey, I have my glass of red wine. Let me be honest. Let me tell you something about that. That's good, and it's also bad. You think I gotta have me a glass of red wine every day? Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're drinking sulfites all day. Every day. So what's gonna get rid of the sulfites in your body? I just want you to know that ain't no wine made nowhere in America without sulfites. Okay, nowhere. Unless you make it your damn self. And that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. So I want you guys to know that because I've heard people say, girl, I drink a glass of red wine, that help. No, it helps, you might be, but in the long run, all them sulfites you building up in your body, it's gonna break down something. Just want you to know that. So always make sure you detoxing for that as well. You're right. Exactly, Nicola said, unless you get it from Europe, the wine. You ain't finna get wine here that does not have sulfites in it. I don't care if they say, oh, no, don't believe it. Unless they grew that something somewhere in a hot house or somewhere. But every wine you get here is gonna have sulfites in America. So now you got to get the sulfites out your body. The wine did your heart some good, but now you got to get the sulfites out your system. See how you want? You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. So everybody, get your health together. To God be the glory. I got to get out of here. Look, I want you guys to know one thing. God loves you. God loves me. God loves everybody. And with a big back patty wag, give your God some praise, because God has kept us going all of these days. Boop! And in that order, y'all better recognize. Look, it's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. So we got to get up out of here and go do some things. Okay, I'll see y'all Monday morning, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, right here on what? In My Element with Neela. I'll see you guys then. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy your weekend too. Have a beautiful weekend. Make it a great day. Make it your day so you can make it somebody else's. God bless y'all. I'll see y'all.